Welcome, yes, we're here. Welcome for today's midday miracle message. Now, today's message is all about deciding that you want your life to be a life of abundance. Now, what happens when you get in that flow where there's abundance? What do we want abundance in? We want an abundance of energy. We want an abundance of success. We want an abundance of happiness. We want an abundance of high immunity. We want an abundance of money. We want an abundance of enjoyment. We want an abundance of joy. We want an abundance of great relationships. We want all of this abundance flowing through us on a daily basis. Now, let me just say this. When you was a child, let's say between 4 and 8 years old, did you have an abundance of energy? Yep. Did you have an abundance of joy and happiness? Yep. Did you have an abundance of playfulness? Did you have an abundance of creativity? Did you have an abundance of just seeing stuff and wanting it and just not having lack thoughts, lack mentality? You had to learn all that stuff, and you probably learned the lack stuff from parents and family and a society that's broken. So what we need to make sure is that if we go back to nature, trust me, nature has all the answers. Nature was here before us. Nature's going to be here after us. So nature's got some staying power, which means nature's got some intelligence. Now, what we want is that level of intelligence breathing through us. Because if you're in business, you want staying power. If you're in a relationship, you want staying power. If you're in a body and a mind, which you're in a body and a mind, you want that to have staying power. You don't want those things to break down. If they break down, usually a lot of it is because of what's going on up here. It means that the mind is disconnecting people from the truth. The mind is going into lack. The mind is going into a poor me, a victim. The mind is going into resistance. It's that resistance that is crushing people. So what we need to make sure we got is this abundance flowing through us. Now, it starts with an abundance mindset. So instead of thinking lack, oh, I can't afford this, I can't afford that, what you're doing is programming yourself to say, I'm not worthy. I don't deserve all this. What we need to be able to do is to open up. Now, let me give you a little tip here. This little tip is such a beautiful tip. One of my biggest heroes, Bruce Lee, taught me something simple. Don't think, feel. So we want to be able to feel stuff. Now, when people say, they visualize what they want in their life, but they visualize it in a way where the mind goes, you can visualize it, but you're not going to have it. What we need to do is to be able to get to that place where we don't just visualize it, we can literally feel that it's already done. And by us visualizing anything we want to have in abundance, and by the way, when I'm talking about abundance, this doesn't mean that you have stuff and then other people suffer. What I'm talking about with abundance is that you have all this stuff and everyone around you wins because you've got all this stuff as well. So the more stuff that you manifest, whatever it might be, as I said, it could be energy, it could be materialistic things, it could be cars, houses, it could be adventures, it could be anything you want in life. We want to make sure that you get into a place where you can manifest in abundance. Now, for that, you've got to be able to hold that within yourself. Now, there's going to be certain belief systems that are up here in your mind that those belief systems are going to go against you living a life of abundance. Why would they do that? Because it's programming. That's all. What you do again and again and again and again and again becomes a part of who you are. So even if you do the wrong thing again and again and again and again and again, guess what? You've now programmed yourself to be doing the wrong thing. And that could be, you can program yourself to put the wrong stuff in your mouth. You can program yourself to go and do the wrong things when it comes to business. You can program yourself to do the wrong things when it comes to loving relationships. You can program yourself to do the wrong thing when it comes to family. You might think you're doing the right thing, but when it comes to living a life of abundance where we create that balance and create that harmony, but we can have that force of life breathe through us at the highest level, there's a transition from where you're at now to where you want to go. Again, this is one of the reasons why we're putting Club Supercharged together. Like, we've got Breakthrough this time next week, we're going to be in Breakthrough Mastery. And that journey that we're going to be taking people from all over the world on is just going to be such a beautiful journey, because they learn how to break through in 3 days. I don't know an event on the planet that can do what we do in 3 days in the way that we do it. It's epic, it's fun, we break through limitations, we break through barriers, and we open people up to the truest form of what they truly are, and it is living a life of miracles in abundance. And as I said, there's a transition. Now, we wanted to go one step further since lockdown happened, and it really got us to tune into people online, because we weren't allowed to be at events and doing things the way that normal things would happen, where normal humans come together. It's like we become like the parasites. We become almost like the rodents on the planet, because we're just out of whack with the absolute truth. So what we need to do is to have that truth start to breathe through us again. Now, that's one of the reasons why, again, we put Club Supercharged together. You can go, if you look for deals, a lot of people look for deals, like if you buy a property off plan, it means that you get it cheaper. So by the time they finished building it and developing it, you bought it at the cheapest price. There's a price now, if you click that link that's up there, there's a price that we've put on. If you opt for the year option, you're going to get 3 months for free. And it works out about 50 pence a day. It's the biggest no-brainer offer we've ever put out there. And it's going to allow you to keep literally stoking your fire so that you can create that level of abundance, because you've got to learn how to manifest it within yourself. So it starts with having an abundance of energy, using that energy to be able to focus on, right, I want abundance in this area of my life, that area. And because for a lot of people, the well's drying up. And it shouldn't be that way. What it should be is that we need to learn how to adapt fast. Because if we don't adapt, bam, life is going to hit us. Now is not the time to stand rigid and go, this is the way I've always done it. It always worked like this for me in the past. It always worked for my family, and this is what we do. You're going to get hit hard with that. Whereas if you learn how to be fluid and flexible, new ideas will come to you, new energies will come to you, new opportunities will come to you, new people will come to you, a new way of life will come. And that's what we love introducing people to. It's a way of living where you're centered, you're balanced, and you're switched on to the truth. Too many people in today's crazy world are focusing on illusions that don't even live there anymore. And it's these illusions that have people go and chase a dream. They chase something, and all of a sudden they get there and they're like, and they achieve it, and they're like, what the hell? You mean to say I just spent 5 years of my life doing this and chasing this? And they don't have clarity on why they're doing stuff. They're just doing it because their parents said you should do it, or they're doing it because a society that's now breaking down said you should do this. What we need to do is to at least get this thing here working well. Your body, your mind, having that force of life, having that intelligence breathing through you, so that no matter what life throws at you, bam, it's just going to bounce off you. Bam, it's just going to bounce off you. It's not going to go in and boom, knock you down and have you react as like, my God, what the hell happened there? I feel like I just got caught in a tsunami. What we can learn how to do, and this is what we're teaching people. We're going to be teaching people this in Club Supercharged, learning how to weather the seasons. Like, right, we're in this season now. This is what needs to happen. Because you might do the right thing at the wrong time. Bam, you go and get hit hard. So we want to make sure that you do the right thing at the right time so that you get the best results possible when it comes to living life of abundance. Now, I'd like you to do this one little thing. Let's just take your mind there. If in your mind, in fact, if you're with me right now, just quickly close, just reading a message come from Steve. He says, Breakthrough Mastery and Connect Now are the best things I've done in my life. So Club Supercharged will be epic. Thank you for that, Steve. And this is a guy who came in, I think he's lost about 50 pounds of body fat, had millions, it broke him down, and now he's literally about to start to rebuild an empire. And what he's doing now, he's plugging into stuff that he's learned from Connect Now, he learned from Breakthrough Mastery, so that he's living out his soul's purpose. He's living out what's really going to fuel him up, so he doesn't go and repeat what happened before. Now it's a new person. It's a new mission. It's almost like looking at a new world. And that's what we want to be plugging you guys into, because let's just do this. If in your mind, just close your eyes right now. If in your mind, you opened up and you allowed a life of abundance to breathe through you, what would it look like? What would you see? What would it be? Go there right now. What would you see? If you was living a life of abundance, living a life of miracles, what would you see? What would you hear? And what would you feel if it was already done and you took the action steps forward, moving your life forward, knowing that every single step is bringing you one step closer to more joy, more happiness, more love, more abundance, more leadership, which means that what? You can take the hits, you can take the pressure, but it doesn't break you down. Like, it's the pressure that creates diamonds. That's what we want to have, not breaking down and bringing up a victim. No, we want to break through and create a victor. So just open up your eyes and know that you can have anything you want in this life. That's law. It's a universal law that breathes across this planet. And when we get back in alignment with that universal law, you can have that level of abundance breathing through you. So if you want us to be able to help you with that, as I say, go and check out this Black Friday offer. I really do hope that this Midday Miracle message has served you. It's resonated with you. If it has, please do like it. If it has, please do comment below and let us know really how our teachings are helping you. How are they helping your body? How are they helping your mind? How are they helping your finances? How are they helping your relationships? How are they helping you in life? Please do comment below, because it's those comments that come from the heart. And that's what is missing, I believe, in our world. It's a world where humanity needs a lot more heart and soul. We don't need more academia. We don't need more people getting qualifications. We don't need more money. What we need is more of this heart and soul and truth. And we bring that truth into the game. And what happens is that truth really helps people at a deep, deep, deep level. So they don't feel alone, that they feel part of a community. They feel that they're part of something really great.
It's giving.
And cheers, mate.
Here you go.
Thank you, mate. And in that moment where you're really in flow, and that's what this is about, being in flow. And being in flow with life is one of the most essential things that we need to do. And a lot of people need to surrender their own resistance, and it means changing your belief systems. It means, coming and joining us for stuff so that you can be around amazing people. And it's having those people around you so that if you go off track, you've got a community around you. If you go off track, you've got us. You've got people that can help you get back on track even better than you did before. And you need a supportive community for that. You need to be able to have a coach for that. And this is the stuff that we love doing. So I really do hope that you got some value from today's Midday Miracle message. Don't forget, we're going to be live 8 a.m. Sunday morning for Sunday's Soulful Session. Don't forget this evening that James is going to be going and doing a sweaty supercharged workout at, what time, James? 7? 5. There we go. 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock. You got no reason to miss it. So that's in just under 5 hours. So make sure that you got some gear on that you can sweat in. It's going to be awesome. Steve just said, let me just read this out. He just said, easy one. I lost 63 pounds. Oh my God, of body fat. 12 inches off my waist. I started to follow my dreams. I lost all fear. Life is bliss. It's getting better every day. Thank you, Skip and James. Epic. There you go, guys. Have an awesome day. And just know that life is here to support you. Life is here to bring you some of the most amazing experiences. We've just got to help you let go of some of the stuff that isn't serving you, help you reconnect to some of the stuff that will serve you. And then we start you on a new journey where you get to discover the most amazing thing. And what the most amazing thing is that you've got the whole universe residing in you, which means what? You can be limitless in what you want to create in our amazing world. So have a beautiful day. Live strong, live healthy, live long. Make sure you live now with the nutrients, oxygen and water. For now, I'm out of here.